I'm Geraldine Zabala, and I left home when I was 13 or 14 years old. I was immersed in the world of drugs. I sold drugs, and I consumed them. I was in bad shape, and I woke up every morning in the street. I consumed, and I was always between jobs because I worked for myself, and I sold drugs. Sadly, because I was immersed in this world, I didn't spend much time with my kids. You live like in a hole because you never get out, and you feel like you never see the light, and every day you feel like nobody is with you or cares about you. Even though you might have your family and husband and others around, you feel like you're worth nothing. I asked the Lord for help. I remember that I told him, "Lord, I need you. I need you to get me out of all of this. I can't continue like this. I'm hurting my children. I'm hurting my mother. I'm hurting all of my family. Help me. I'm hurting myself." From then until now, I've experienced a great change in my life because he brought me out. He helped me, and just in time.
I met Geraldine, or heard of her, a long time ago, when I was an adolescent, and I heard of her problems and her difficulties. Many years later, I became the pastor of this church, and Geraldine arrived at the church broken down with difficulties and problems, and she accepted Christ as her Lord and Savior in this church. It was a radical change. God worked a supernatural change in her life.
God speaks to you in ways that you least expect. Sometimes through your children, sometimes a person on the outside. But any person may be sent by God with a message for you. You must be willing to listen to it.
Now, sometime later, Geraldine is a part of our church. She came through a process of discipleship. She has brought her family to the church, and she brought her husband. She wants to rebuild her home, and her whole family is arriving at the church because God made such a deep and supernatural change in Geraldine, and now her whole family is attending. She believed in the process found in the book of Acts. Believe in the Lord, and you and your house will be saved. Geraldine is reaching her whole family.
I believe that the best way to give him thanks is to be able to get up and dedicate your day to him, and to give him thanks even for the air that you breathe.